And every single day,
the more enemies we kill.
We're spending trillions and trillions of dollars.
You know, people say, all right, this is your fault.
It's not your fault.
All I know is you're not selling anything.
But Fed's not done, and I'm going to tell you why.
Welcome to Sean's show. God is dead, but Josh and I are alive. And so are you, dear listener. You are alive. And we live in the end times. But there's hope. There's hope. Our top story today, the WGA reached a deal. Oh. They finally did. Yesterday, just happened last night at the time of recording this show with the AMTPT, the AMPPT, the fascist Gestapo movie. I think it's like the AMT, you know the AMPPT?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's the American Movie Production Theater Production
Now I know
company.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I forgot what it's called. The AM something.
The Writers Guild. Okay.
And I should get the fucking acronym
but
right.
I'm saying the Writers Guild
cut a deal with them.
Like, what do you mean by cut it? Like it's permanent? Like this is what they got, or it's like?
Well, they, as you know, they've been on strike for whatever 100 something days.
I haven't noticed.
You haven't noticed?
No.
Josh, what about all your shows? The shows that you love, that we talk about all the time, that we watch on Hulu, Paramount Plus.
Who the fuck has time to watch shows?
A lot of America.
Oh, okay.
Josh, the thing is, we're entrepreneurs. A lot of Americans aren't like us.
Oh, okay.
A lot of Americans need podcasts produced by white men to what's the word? Pacify them on their commutes to 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
I guess if you work at 7-Eleven, you probably don't commute. Hopefully you're not commuting if you're a cashier at 7-Eleven. That's a crazy job to commute to. But maybe you have to, who knows?
I would assume most do commute.
Bike,
foot, or bus.
Yeah. But most people were not born with the entrepreneurial gene that we were. They need to consume stuff. And that is why we haven't noticed them. But it's very important. I love TV. Have you seen on Hulu?
Nope.
Have you seen the new show on Hulu? Mm-mm. It's called Latinx.
No.
It's called there's a new show on Hulu. It got canceled. It's very sad because of the strike. It's called Latinx Island.
Never seen it. Yeah.
AKA Cuba. No, I mean, yeah, it's I was never pro strike. Mm-hmm. But I'm also not pro production companies. So it's really I'm not involved.
Yeah.
I'm more, and this is me being honest, I'm more pro union than I am pro shareholders.
Well, I mean, technically you're a scab because you're doing a podcast and taking away from any type of viewership that they might get.
True.
You know what I mean?
I'm not in a union though. So can you be a scab even though you're not in a...
I believe all scabs are not in unions.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. Well, they wouldn't. Hey, you know what? I tried to join. This is my villain origin story. I moved for just a little background on my background, guys. I tried to join the WGA. I tried to shop a script. You know what they said? They didn't even answer the phone.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there in my West Hollywood apartment. I tried to do the thing. It was during COVID, but they were still buying scripts during COVID. I tried to sell a script. I wanted to be in the WGA. I wanted to be in their little gang. I wanted to be in their mafioso gang. But they didn't want me. You want to know why? Because I wouldn't sacrifice my morals. And I wouldn't write in a Latinx character.
You had no momentum.
I didn't have any momentum, yeah. And the script sucked. I mean, let's be honest.
Okay,
I tried to do a show during COVID. Did I tell you this? I tried to write a show during COVID, like with my friends who were also comics. Mm-hmm. From the Bay. We all moved to LA, tried to write a script, and I don't know if something was in the air, but we all had just huge fucking egos. Like we wrote one 30-page script that was like the worst dog shit, like The Office style show, like so derivative and bad. Mm-hmm. And then we tried to like kick one of the members out of the group.
Can we do a live read of this one day?
Oh yeah, I'll have to find it. Okay, I'll have to find it. It was called. We went through like 8 name changes.
Yeah,
we're like arguing about the name over. We were in like Discord arguing about the name of our trash script that no one would buy.
Yeah.
So And that's and that's what a lot of writers. But that's where a lot of writers start, and then you can actually get into it. But I guess the overall, yeah, you're right. I guess I am. I mean, I am scabbing. We're all scabbing, but it's pretty cool that they've reached a deal. Mm-hmm. It's a tentative deal, but the WGA has asked everyone to stop striking. And I kind of I guess the details of it.
So what did they do? They're just like, and they start writing again.
Literally,
like,
I think they get the email. And they start typing on their laptop, like, oh fuck,
oh shit, I better get on AI and have it write me a script real quick.
Literally. Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because that was one of the things that was hotly contested, was how will royalties or compensation or residuals money? How's the money going to be distributed, and how for labor if AI is involved? And I'm not sure. I don't even think that's been published, like how the details of that particular thing were hashed out.
Yeah, writers should be able to use as much of it as. That's like saying, well, you can't use computer. Oh, you can't use Google. That's cheating.
It's like that's school, like high school.
Yeah,
no calculators allowed.
Exactly. It's not gonna put out a perfect script. You still got to know what the fuck you're doing. But if it can lay out the idea, that means you can pump them out so much quicker. You know what I mean?
It's good for ideation. And honestly, I think I'm optimistic about it, because I think it's gonna make a lot of writing better. Because a lot of writing, I think in a lot of shows, suffers when you just have this, you see the same themes and tropes and shit over and over again. It's like seeing a comedian from the 80s. Mm-hmm. The comedian going, like, it seemed like Rodney Dangerfield today. Like, my wife is such a cunt. Like, Stu, we've heard a million my wife jokes. You should see, you should see my wife. I was at, what is this joke? I was at the therapist. I said I'm suicidal, and the therapist said I need the money up front.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Therapists are also therapists aren't even that selfish. If anything, they're poor.
I don't know if you're the originator of the style. I think you can continue doing that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
I think
if Andrew Dice Clay was suddenly woke and was doing like just him as a person and what he really thought, I'd be like, that's not what I paid to see.
Well, that's true.
I want the Dice Man.
But I think art should evolve. Like and that's the whole issue with like shows.
We don't do art.
You don't think comedians are artists?
No,
Josh,
we're verbal pornographers.
I'm breaking all of the rules of our show right now, but comedians are freedom of speech soldiers.
No,
we are fearless tellers of the truth.
Nope.
We are rapists.
Some.
You don't think you don't think comedy's art? Comedy's art. I get what you're saying.
I just don't.
You think it used to be art and it's no longer art, or it's just
no?
It's a low. Like, what are you trying to say?
If you're trying to put it in a category, yes, you can put it in a category of art, just like music and everything. But when I'm thinking of a joke or I'm telling a bit or a story, it's not like I'm thinking like this beautiful piece of work or art. Now, if you put together a special that's shot in a certain way and like a one-man play, that's some art. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's some art. But if I'm at the bar show or something like that and I'm up there telling dick jokes, that's verbal pornography. You're not doing art. You're doing fucking dick jokes.
You're just trying to create an image. It's like erotica. Mm-hmm. It's like a lot of it. A lot of comedy is erotica. It's like, yeah, you're kind of right. But that is art too. Porn is art.
No. Porn is actually, isn't the name the lack of art with no artistic integrity? That's what pornography is.
Oh, like the Latin root for it?
Yeah.
Maybe. Ography? Because I think ography is ography means to what? You can just click that guy right there. That was my profile. If you're just listening, I have a few different Google profiles. One of them is like me when I was on Wall Street. Yeah, let's just type into my computer pornography live on the show, guys. No, I'm kidding. I am curious. Let's see here. Pornography, which has been used in English since the middle of the 19th century, comes from the Greek pornographos, writing about prostitutes, and initially referred to visual or written matter designed to cause sexual arousal. I don't think that's necessarily a lack of art, but it's basically horror writing, horror script. It's basically horror script. Maybe click on the etymology dictionary. They'll probably have some more information on the word the second you just go up. Oh, word origins. There we go.
I read part of it. It's the same thing.
Oh, it is. Well, in any case, what I'm saying is people that write porn scripts are scabs because that's all non-union work. You ever notice how the porn didn't stop coming out?
No, of course not. But they're not. I don't think they're unionized.
Are porn actors unionized?
No.
Are they in SAG? Why don't they put the porn actors in SAG?
Well, let's find out.
The Porn Actors Guild? PAG? POG? Dude, the Porn Actor Writer Guild? Come on. Let's.
They're not.
Is there a porn union? No, there's not. Wow. I mean, there should be. APAG? That's what they're going to call it? Adult Performance Artists Guild? That sounds like ACAB. In May, a group of adult performers, which includes porn actors, webcam performers, strippers, headed by George Santos, interesting, drafted union bylaws and received word from the Department of Labor that the Adult Performance Artists Guild was officially a federally recognized. So it does exist.
Only 3 people can come on your face within 15 minutes of it. You know what I mean?
Every time I get ass fucked, I get a donut. Every time a big BBC fucks me in the ass, I get a 15-minute break. That's union. I don't care if he's in the middle of coming. He's pulling out.
That's a clip.
Or I'll sue.
That's a clip. Just that part.
I love it. But either way, shifting just back to the deal. I'm glad that a deal has happened between the WGA and the production company, the studio, Hollywood Studios. It's good. One thing though, one thing they did disclose though, which I thought was like pretty interesting about the deal, and this is kind of a downside for the writers that they kind of conceded on, is that now that the deal is done, unfortunately, a lot of the late night shows are going to return, and that is like the shittiest part of the whole deal.
It's a temp deal though. It's a
tentative deal.
Yeah,
but it's a tentative deal, but they're like, it's tentative, but we're done striking. But we could return to striking at any time. So I think they agreed on the broader points, and they're probably still hashing out some details.
Okay.
But who knows what that means? Maybe it falls apart. It could easily fall apart. And I think SAG is still on strike.
So the writers are okay, but the actors are still like, I'm out.
I mean, here's the thing. It's all about nuance to me. Like unions. I'm not a fan of the real. I hope you guys can relate to this. If you resonated with like what I say on the show, I'm all about nuance, and I don't like institutions. And a union, I'm not a conservative. I'm not a Republican. I'm my own guy. I'm my own thing. I'm Oliver Anthony. I'm not a conservative. Are you abusing welfare? Yes. Are pharmaceutical executives price gouging? Also yes. For example. But I don't like the narrative behind like the productions. Like I don't like production studios and I don't like unions because some people in the unions are wolf in sheep's clothing. If you're a background actor on Law and Order SVU and you Uber, you're a background actor and you do Uber Eats, for me during COVID, and I don't tip because you're a struggling artist. I actually, by not tipping, I'm helping your struggle. I'm making you a better artist. That's what I would say. Like, people would be like, "Oh, you didn't tip me." I'd be like, "Oh, I'm helping you suffer. Aren't you an actor? You're here in LA." I have sympathy for the people that are background actors or they're writer's assistants and they're getting paid. What does a writer's assistant get paid in LA? $40K a year? It's poverty wages, probably. If you're on like an Amazon Prime TV show. Mm-hmm. I have sympathy for you. However, there are writers in the WGA, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that there are writers in the WGA that are paid $400,000, $500,000 a year. Is that not true? Let's look it up. I'm pretty sure, or even let's look at average WGA salary. Average WGA writer salary. Let's look it up. I'm curious. Screen compensation guide. I don't believe those websites at all. Let's just take a look at the official WGA compensation guide. Did we already look at this? I forgot.
No, I don't think
Okay. So let's see here. Being writer, and this is the current agreement. This is not the renewed agreement that they just did. This is like as of 2022. First drafts. Being hired to write a first draft screenplay accounts for almost 50% of screen contracts analyzed. This includes deals. So they analyzed a bunch of historical data, I guess, for compensation. One-step deals. I don't know what a one-step deal is, but let's just say it's a screenplay. Among one-step deals, the median guaranteed comp across all companies for work in recent years was $250,000. For writers working at the major studios, Disney, Fox, Paramount, etc., the median was closer to $300,000. This reflects the fact that studio projects typically have higher budgets. Okay, so they're making am I reading this right? Are they making $300,000 a year annually, or is this per script? Because if they read a script and that's their income for 5 years, maybe that's bad. Can you see? Maybe
I was gonna say there's also one that says 140,000.
When broken down by experience level, yeah, here we go. Member experience level, new members, 2016 to present, 100K median salary. And then it goes up to 140, 400, 450,000. So they literally measure it based on your screen credits.
Yeah.
So I mean, and look at the max. Like if you're a good writer, $4 million maximum at the very top end. You can make so my question is, why are they on strike?
Because I thought they were worried that AI was gonna basically take all their scripts and put them through AI and just spit out a bunch of movies. That's what I thought it was.
I mean, I think that was a line item in the negotiations.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the impetus of this strike. I think the impetus was about money and healthcare, but mostly money, which is healthcare. But it just seems it rings a little bit hollow to me, dude. Well, okay, and you have to remember, like, I lived in LA. $100,000 in LA is really not that much money. Mm-hmm. You can survive. You're not going to live in. I think just all these writers want to live in penthouses, dude. I don't want to sound like a Republican right now, but like making $100,000 in Los Angeles as a writer and then going on strike, it's just kind of, I don't know. It just seems a little hollow to me. Like,
well, it's hard to feel sorry for somebody making six figures when you're like not even close to that.
Exactly. That's exactly my point.
Well, but 32% of Americans earning at least $150,000 a year are currently living paycheck to paycheck. This just came out.
That's because I saw that too. Yeah. That's because Americans are bad at financial planning and they're retarded. That's part of it. And hey, you know what? Actually, it'd be very funny. I actually let me pull this up. Don't cut to the TV yet. I want it to be a surprise. I'm glad you brought that up, Josh, because I did some financial modeling. And you might be interested in this. I didn't think I was going to bring this up, but let's do it. Untitled spreadsheet. I think it's this one.
I mean, with rent going up and everything, I mean, that's
yeah.
Okay.
You might like this. I know I'm about to bring up a spreadsheet on a comedy podcast, but this will be entertaining. Could you just hit Command Plus to zoom in? Thanks. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. So you know what I did?
What?
I on the subject of saving money and inflation and people struggling to get by, paycheck to paycheck living. A lot of people have criticized billionaires when billionaires say, just stop spending $5 a day on coffee.
Right.
They say, oh, you can't save. You're living paycheck to paycheck. Why don't you stop spending $5 a day at Starbucks on your milkshake? On your breakfast milkshake, you fucking fat piece of shit. Why don't you stop doing that? Why don't you hit the gym? Have water for breakfast. When you get up in the morning, instead of having a frappuccino, have a glass of water. And then don't eat anything all day and save some money. But the billionaires have gotten criticism for saying that because it's like, hey, man, if I save $5 a day, it's not going to actually help me be more wealthy.
I can if you invest correctly.
And that's exactly what I modeled. So let's cut to the spreadsheet. Let's say just cut to the TV. Let's say you're spending $4 a day on a grande iced vanilla latte.
Mm-hmm.
$4.15. I actually looked up that number. That's the official number on Starbucks' website. Let's say you work 5 days a week, so you get 5 of them a week. $21 a week on coffee. Mm-hmm. On a monthly basis, that comes out to $83 a month. On an annual basis, you're spending roughly $1,000 a month on coffee. And you might be wondering, why am I trying to make this point? Well, I actually projected how much you're losing over a 5-year basis, which is obviously like $5,000. And people have done this projection and gotten similar results. And you're losing that money, right? You're not investing it, you're spending it on coffee. Well, what if instead of having that coffee every day, am I being a huge piece of shit right now? I feel like I'm being a huge piece of shit.
I got some points.
Okay.
Some points, so go ahead.
So, and if you look down, so you're losing $1,000 a year on coffee. What if instead of doing that, you do what Mark Cuban says you should do in a very condescending voice, which is not okay. I don't like the way he says it. Let's say you invested that $1,000 a year and you got 7% a year return that you just put in the stock market.
Mm-hmm. Which doesn't cover real inflation, but continue.
Right. It does not. You would be returning on a nominal basis, not a real basis, a nominal, so just the cash amount. And you invested $1,000, you would have about $6,000 in the bank 5 years later, as opposed to negative $5,000. So it's basically, you're looking at a difference of about $11,000 in your net worth if you don't buy your macchiato every day.
Which you can
in
give
5 years.
to your wife. She can take half of that investment because she's going to leave your ass because you're so cheap you won't even fucking buy her favorite coffee. That's the part that pisses me off. It's like you don't understand that not everybody believes in stoicism. Mm-hmm. And yeah, there's some dudes, if you're a single dude and you're like, don't eat Chick-fil-A every day. You know what I mean? Don't smoke weed every day. Don't drink every day. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can save a lot of money. But when you're trying to keep the person you love happy and that $5 a day is helping you do that, you need that mental stability to get through the shit.
And you made a great point, Josh. And if you are stoic, like if you do end up saving this money, you may have $11,000, but yeah, she'll take half. So if you divide that by 2, you're actually losing money. It's actually better to buy the coffee. And that was kind of the whole point of the spreadsheet. No, I'm the only podcaster that does spreadsheets. Suck my dick, okay? No, but you're right. I mean, it's funny to.
The reason people do it is, well, I don't buy Starbucks because that's not. But I do other stupid things that I spend my money on, right? But it's because it makes me. It helps me get through the day. You know what I mean? It helps me, if you
numb the pain
a little bit, curb it. And so that's part of it, right? Another part of it is just I'll spend the extra $2 or $3 doing that because I get an hour and a half back in time. And for $2, the way I look at it is I'm buying time for $2.
Right. And I do want to be clear, I am drinking a $6 cold brew coffee right now. So I don't want to be a hypocrite. But the broader thing we're kind of thinking about right now is it's austerity. It's about savings. It's about protecting. It's about sacrificing now for more in the future.
This is the problem I have with billionaires, though. They're not using their own money to invest in shit. They're borrowing off their assets, and then if they lose, it's like, oh fuck, that sucked. But they're not losing their money. And let's say that person, their wife did not leave them, right? Let's say the husband had the coffee addiction, and that 57, 27, 74, that guy decided to send $700 to the truckers in Canada, and he's a Canadian. And what did they do? They froze his fucking account, and he can't get that $5,000 because he sent it to the wrong people.
Well, I mean, his first mistake was living in Canada. That was his first mistake.
Yeah.
And if you live in Canada and you listen to this, just stop. I don't want Canadian fans. I'm never going to tour there.
Didn't you just work with somebody from Canada?
Yes. Unrelated. Love that guy. No, I'm joking. Canada's cool. I mean, and honestly, a lot. I was talking with I was working with some comics this weekend, filming for Che. Torreno's a very funny comic, and we were all kind of talking in the green room about Canadian, like perception versus reality. Because a lot of people say, "Oh, Canada's like censoring people. Canada's turning into like the next fascist state. Justin Trudeau is a Hitler."
Did you see what happened with the
speech she did?
Not the speech. Who they gave a standing ovation for? 98 Ukrainian World War II veteran who happened to work with the SS.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah.
That was in Canada.
That was in Canada.
Was it at a Trudeau rally?
It was no.
Or a military
Ukrainian
base.
President Zelensky, or whatever. He gave a speech, and then he got a bunch of applause breaks. And then one of the applause breaks, they gave it to a 98-year-old World War II veteran, and they're like, he fought for Ukraine. It's like, no, he fought side by side with Nazis. What are you talking about?
He was in Nazi-occupied Ukraine
and fought with
for
them.
the Nazis.
He
for the
fought
SS.
the Russians, with the Nazis, but he fought the Russians.
So it's okay. Oh, so it's okay.
Yeah, because he fought the Russians.
Oh, wow.
And apparently now they hate Russians more than Nazis.
Well, I mean, I don't really know my history. All the words you said just kind of like all the countries kind of blend together. I don't really look at the ideology of a country. I look at like what is the bond priced at.
What are the resources?
Anyway, that's pretty much it on the strike. I think the last thing is like saving. The reason I think people don't want the reason I think so many people get angry when rich people say, "Well, just save your money. That's how I got rich. Just save your money. Stop spending it so much." It doesn't fucking work.
When inflation outpaces what you can save.
It's like you're literally, it's such an uphill battle that it feels hopeless. Maybe, if you save money and fucking suffer for 10 years, maybe, you can start to get a foothold. Maybe you can finally get a down payment for a house.
And you better hope you don't get sick.
Then you'll get fucked on an interest rate for a mortgage in 10 years. Housing prices have never been higher and they're never coming down. It's just every step of the way, it's so hard for people in America to get economic mobility.
I like how you're saying this with Palantir right there.
And the only way to get wealth is to buy the Palantir stock. That is what I'm telling you. Look, it's up. It said, see that number? Oh wait, it's actually down week over week.
Like $1.
Shit, it's lower. I shorted the stock market on Friday.
Nice.
I bought a lot of money. I bought a lot of put options, which is again a contract that shorts the stock market. Mm-hmm. They expire in December.
Oh shoot!
Do you want to know the number?
What?
I bought $3,000 of put options on the stock market.
Oof.
But I'm gonna I'll sell it if it goes down to like 2,500.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a massive recession in the next couple months.
Yeah.
I'm very confident.
Well,
if you look at the market, it's really, really, it's testing the lows. It's looking very, very bad.
They said October 4th, Americans will run out of money or something like that. Federal Reserve.
It's fucked. It's all fucked. But if you can, I love shorting the stock market because it's just fun to profit off their suffering. I want to profit off the shareholder suffering.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the shareholder. Yeah, everybody with a 401k, I like to profit off. Suffering.
I mean it's families. I want to make money off of like Midwest moms losing their 401ks. I want to be on the other side of that. I want them to okay, I don't want them to suffer. All right, we'll move on. I don't want them to suffer. I'm just looking at the notes here, guys. So next up, this will be a little fun. Let's do this one. Josh, it'll be a fun little. So we actually got our first listener voicemail.
Oh, nice.
How cool is that? Someone finally fucking called in. If you just go to the, I can actually pull it up here. So this is our first listener voicemail. Let me see if I can actually, is it going to play? Dang it. Let me, I actually have it downloaded. This is very, very exciting. So, you know what we can actually do? Before we play it, let's just try to connect to the I think I can connect to the Bluetooth here. Could you click on the Rodecaster Bluetooth?
It's searching.
Let's see if I can connect to the Bluetooth. We should have done this from the beginning. Amazing. The real power of technology, guys. This is amazing. Okay, ready?
Yes.
So I'll just play it. I mean, I haven't even heard this. I have not heard this yet.
Oh, nice.
So we're going to play it. Ready?
Go.
Hello, this is Lydia, calling from Spectrum Business. I love your voice.
No one wants to talk to me.
To inform you that we just done some upgrades, some changes in your
It's an ad.
So that's something that you was interested in, or you had any questions, or wanted to see how much money you'll be able to save if you switch over to us.
Yeah.
You can give me a call.
I gotta turn it off.
Yeah, I don't.
That's a joke. I listened to it. I would never play something that I hadn't listened to. That'd be crazy. That'd be fucking insane. It was an ad. My first listener voice was an ad, guys.
That's good.
Give me a call. I want to talk to people. Am I really that fucking psychotic that no one wants to call?
A little bit.
Just call me. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I see you guys listening. I see you. I see the downloads. You think I can't fucking see it? I see you. Okay. Now they're really not gonna call.
What if you had no idea and I was going home and just getting different
honestly,
download.
That's job security for you. That's actually smart.
And I called you today. I'm like, how many downloads?
You did. You could be like, yeah, Josh is just setting up like 50 different VPNs, rolling my podcast from 50 different like countries. I was like, Josh is like really weird. Like a lot of my listeners are in Estonia and like Vietnam. Isn't that weird? Like I didn't know people.
I think
in Vietnam.
Iceland. I think you're gonna blow up in Iceland. I feel it.
So that was our first call. Hopefully next week, sometime soon, we'll have an actual fucking a real person call.
Well, the spammers know who you are,
and that's good. But yeah, this was just a little short one. But yeah, give me a call. The number is in the link in description for the YouTube. Give me a call. I'm a smart guy. I want to help you guys. I'm willing to help. If you like, I want this. If you're listening right now, you're one of many. You're in a very small group of people that is going to be a part of my cult that blows up a building someday.
Okay.
With love. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this story next. We always have to cover Saudi Arabia on this show.
Okay.
We always have to cover a Saudi Arabia story because they just are great. They keep doing hilarious shit. And in this case, a Saudi Arabian girl was sentenced, a schoolgirl. Saudi Arabia sentenced a schoolgirl to 18 years in jail over tweets. She tweeted some stuff, and they sentenced her to 18 years in jail. And you might be wondering, oh my, you know, obviously everyone's reaction is like, oh my God, like what did she say?
Yeah.
You know, that got her to 18 years in jail. And I tried to find it, and I really couldn't. But
that's how good they are.
Yeah, they probably deleted the tweets. And this is not just, but it's not this one girl. Saudi Arabia has a history of like imprisoning people for speech. It's really insane. Here's a
figure they learned by now, right?
I know. This is the thing. How are you gonna talk shit about the Saudi royal family after they kill the journalist? I mean, no. That's to be fair. I would do that too. If they kill the journalist, I would literally die. I would literally tweet some shit and die. They sentenced a 54-year-old guy to death. A retired school teacher. If you could just click on this, let's do the second link here, the New York Times one. Saudi dissident's brother is sentenced to death in social media case. Under a crackdown on dissent by Crown Prince Mohammed. What's funny?
You had that pause in social media case. I was like, wait a minute. Like they just like publicly like you're dead. And he's like, no, you killed me in my social media.
In social media video game.
Yeah.
No, he's sentenced to death. He was a retired teacher, and they sentenced him to death for criticizing the ruling family. They sentenced him with treason. And he's a good looking guy. This actually looks like kind kind of looks like my dad, doesn't it?
I've never seen your dad.
Look at that nose. That's my nose.
Okay, yeah. Now I can.
This looks like Middle Eastern Jerry Seinfeld. What's the deal with Saudi Arabian laws? What's the deal with Saudi Arabian human rights violations?
What did he say?
So let's find out what he said. The defendant, Mohammed bin Nasser Al-Ghamdi, I probably butchered that, a retired teacher, had almost no public profile before he was arrested last year and accused of treason. One of the main social media accounts cited in his court case on the platform X/Twitter had 8 followers. This guy in Saudi Arabia had 8 followers, and he tweeted about the Saudi royal family, and he got sentenced to death. He had 8 followers. You know? That's crazy, dude.
He went viral. What happened? He went viral.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
He probably, yeah. He probably had a viral tweet. And the thing is, it's like, why, like, when am I going to get to 8 followers? I have like 2 followers on Twitter.
Well, was one of the followers the family?
I mean, they somehow noticed it. I bet you they have a fucking, you know what? I bet you Palantir is helping them scrape Twitter to find tweets that are critical of the government. It's really easy to scrape Twitter and type in keywords and find out who's saying what.
That's why you got to use other words.
I know. Unalived.
Yeah.
Yep.
Grapes.
They're gonna start graped.
Yeah.
Grapes unalived.
No, I say grapes.
Grapes. But what if I'm actually talking about the fruit?
Yeah, exactly. Multiple grapes.
Now the grape, that brings a whole new meaning to the phrase grapist. That was a Whitest Kids You Know sketch.
Yeah.
R.I.P. The guy, right? He died.
How did he die?
I think he had a drug overdose.
Okay.
Whitest Kids You Knows?
Yeah.
Whitest Kids You Know? Yeah, I think he died. I could be spreading misinformation. I don't give a shit. Hey, thank God they don't have those laws in America. I will say what I thought was very funny about this, not funny, but like, I love how they call it a trial. This guy tweeted and he got sentenced to death, and they're like, well, you broke the law. Okay, well, then the law is what's wrong, obviously.
Right.
The law? Well, what are you going to do? We have to apply the law. You said Mohammed bin Salman is a tyrant fascist asshole. I got to apply the law. And the law says that if you make a tweet, you get killed by the government. That's the law. Like it's a kangaroo court. It's a kangaroo court. And I don't know. You think like this could happen in America too? People don't talk about this. Well, they do all the time. Mm-hmm. That America is becoming a fascist dictatorship. And that's part of the.
I'm not saying I disagree with you, but just give me one example
of what?
How it's becoming a fascist.
How America's becoming a fascist dictatorship. Well, you look at you look at artists that are deplatformed online, like me. I'm being silenced.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know why this show only has 50 listeners, Josh? It's because YouTube's deplatforming me. I'm being shadow banned.
You could be.
I tried to go out to a bar yesterday and talk to a woman, and she wouldn't talk to me. That's called being shadow banned. Mm-hmm. She shadow banned me. I'm being shadow banned by the CIA, Josh.
You do say a lot of trigger words.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm joking. I'm joking, but
yeah, it doesn't matter. You said them.
Maybe the AI doesn't know that I'm joking, and I'm not joking. No, I don't know. It happens over time. It happens slowly. It's not like we're certainly better off in a lot of countries when it comes to speech, but it's a technocracy. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a technocracy. It's a bureaucratic technocracy that is only going to get more fun. Let's keep diving in here. So, over the past 8 years, the Prince Mohammed bin Salman has rendered the once ultra-conservative country nearly unrecognizable, overseeing a plan to diversify its oil-dependent economy, blah, blah, blah. At the same time, the modest space for political discourse has contracted. Look at this guy. This is my favorite guy.
Very handsome.
He is isn't Mohammed bin Salman a good-looking guy?
He's a handsome guy.
He has a neck beard, dude. It honestly makes a lot of sense. Mohammed bin Salman is an incel. He probably listens to Andrew Tate.
I think that hair goes chest to neck to beard.
You think it's just hair all the way down?
I would assume so.
All the way down.
Yep.
I bet he listens to Andrew Tate on his way to the castle. On his walk from the castle to the other castle.
I bet you he made Andrew Tate.
Yeah, Andrew Tate is a Saudi Arabian psyop. I bet.
You love Saudi Arabia.
Because I mean, he probably listens to Andrew Tate like he's like, Andrew Tate, should I start e-commerce business? Mohammed bin Salman's like, Andrew Tate said to start drop shipping. I drop ship, and that is our word for killing journalists. Be careful, I will drop ship you. Andrew Tate said, Mohammed bin Salman's like, I signed up for Hustlers University. I'm a hustler now. Not only am I the president of Saudi Aramco and the leader of a shadow oil mercenary group, I am also a hustler. I'm trying to do more accents. But
how much is he worth?
Well, he's one of those guys that's just transcended the idea of private property.
Yeah.
There's like people that have billions, and then there's just
trillionaires.
There's trillionaires. He's a king. Yeah. Kings just they own. It's like, I bet it's not. But well, the funny thing is, and I'm glad you asked that, Josh, because China and Saudi Arabia, they interface with the global economy. But when it comes to like the notion of private property in those countries, it's a very gray area.
Right.
Like if you buy a house in China, you don't really own it.
Right. They can take it whenever they want.
They can take it whenever they want.
Actually, you don't even have a house. You just paid somebody for a house. They never built it. And
yeah, that's true.
You still live with your mom.
you live in an apartment that you can't leave.
Yeah. Pretty much. Is he the one building Line City?
Yes.
Okay.
Or you mean the big like the indoor city?
That's what it's called, Line City.
It's called Line City.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that's him. And the reason I cover Saudi Arabia so much, it's not because I care about human rights issues. I really don't give a fuck about human rights. Like, I don't like journalists. Mm-hmm. And when they get executed, Josh and I crack open a beer. We cry for them. We pour some out for the homies. Pour one out for Jamal Khashoggi. I just started freestyling. Pour one out for the homies. Got my ops. I want to do like a drill rap for Saudi Arabia.
Oh, okay, but is it worse in a country that's like this, a very rich country because of the king, and of course your rights? You don't have freedom of speech. You can't go. But the infrastructure is good. Versus, hey, you have all the freedom you want, but that mercenary group from that gang might come and kill you and take your house, and there's nobody you can call. Mm-hmm. So you know what I mean? With no law and order versus too much law and order. I'm not saying what they're doing is right. I'm just saying like there's different levels of, I don't know, hell.
Well, it's pick your poison. It's like, do you want a lot of authoritarianism and you're safe, but you know what Ben Franklin said?
No, without if you give up your freedom for safety, you deserve neither, or you get neither, something like that.
No, it was get back to work. I really wanted to say the N-word there.
Yeah, I felt it.
He didn't own slaves though, did he?
I assumed he did.
Was he I really should not have a microphone, Josh, because I don't know any history. I literally know no history.
Most of it's made up. So it's okay.
Like Ben Franklin, was he a president?
No.
He was but he signed the Constitution.
Yeah. He's part of the good old boys.
He was a slave owner.
I think so.
Man, there's some jokes I want to make where I'm like, I shouldn't even say that.
But I think he went to France and freaked out because he was like, oh, black people are educated here. What the heck? And it's like, it made him think differently.
And he went back. He's like, maybe other humans shouldn't be in bondage. That was like his big realization.
No, I think he kept it to himself.
Holy shit.
I think he came back and was like, hey, man, them French whores. Yeah, I love them French whores.
But no, you're right. Ben Franklin said, if you sacrifice a little bit of freedom for security, you deserve neither. Something like that.
Yeah.
Which is true, I think. It's a good quote. So, since...
Yeah, anytime I hear anybody say for the greater good, I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah.
For whose greater good? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You speak for everybody? Fuck you.
That's why I didn't get the vaccine. Joking. I got it. I got Johnson & Johnson. I'm proud to have gotten the Johnson & Johnson.
Now discontinued.
My heart. I'm having blood clots. Okay.
All right, now you know that what I'm talking about with the words that you're saying.
Yeah, I know. This one's not going to get any views. But I don't care. And that, again, so I have such a grand vision for this show. It's really exciting. I have a grand vision. Once there's enough money coming in through the Patreon, I want to get my own, I want to vertically integrate.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'll say that Red Bar. I want to do the Red Bar model.
Yeah.
He's vertically integrated. He's the only artist out there, and I'll call him an artist. He's a critic, but he's an artist. He vertically integrated. He has the servers, the land. He goes all the way from the land. I bet you Red Bar has his own solar panels.
Time out. So those are
Maybe.
his servers that
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he hosts the show on his website.
Yeah.
And that's why he doesn't worry at all about what he says.
Yeah.
Because like for example, this goes on YouTube. Just a little behind the scenes, guys. Sorry to break the fourth wall. But with it is important. It's media distribution is a very hot topic right now. How is media distributed? Yeah, with like you said, trigger words. YouTube picks up those words and probably suppresses certain shows.
Yeah.
Or demonetize. We all know this demonetizes you. But if you vertically integrate and you literally, it would be amazing to just buy a fucking acre of land, buy solar panels, buy servers, connect to the internet, host the website, and just pay people. Offer
But they can
that
still knock you off unless you're on a decentralized
internet,
web service. You know what I mean? But if you're going through
an ISP. I don't know. See, that's the thing I'm not
if
sure
you're going
about.
through like Wix or GoDaddy or any of those, if you bought it from them, you're fucked.
Yeah. So he even has his own website built. So
Okay,
he
but
hosts.
But
Even then, you're
Yeah.
still on the internet.
yeah.
And so the internet, it's like Google could fuck you.
Yes.
But the good thing is they're way less likely to do that than YouTube.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why.
'Cause
But that
the
just
reach
seems
is
to be
less.
true. It's because YouTube, they can still suppress your reach.
Yeah.
But they're not as likely to suppress your reach the more you vertically integrate. Like if you host your own website, you built your own website, you have your own server space, you have to answer less people. Also, he doesn't have sponsors. Not having sponsors is great.
So he had money before this.
I presume he did.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what his startup costs are. Probably unbelievably high. I mean, he probably has a team of people on the IT side, or he has at least one guy that does IT for I mean, we could even do it here, a server rack.
Mm-hmm.
Get a fucking server rack, host it.
It'd be hacked immediately.
No, not. I have a cybersecurity background.
Okay.
Those fuckers won't get to me, dude. No, I don't know anything about it. Cybersecurity is very interesting though.
They broke into the what's it called, the MGM in Vegas.
Yeah, but casinos are all dumb Italians. Or no, Native Americans, but they're not dumb. Those guys are great. Those guys are smart.
Did you hear about how they did it?
Mm-mm.
A person called pretending to be the other person's boss and said, I needed to reset my password.
Oh, they social engineered their way in?
Yeah. And
That's dope.
When they reset the password, they had all full access.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, they deserve it. I mean, casinos are evil. So back to Saudi Arabia. Since let's see if there's any other juicy meat here. So after being detained, the younger Mr. Al-Ghamdi confessed to holding religious and political beliefs that prosecutors portrayed as grave violations of the kingdom's broadly worded counterterrorism law. So they basically call him a terrorist. Sorry, I was burping. Excuse me. In the confession attributed to him after his arrest, he acknowledged that he was behind the anonymous. This was an anonymous social media account, and they still found him. It's very scary. let's see. Many of the let's see. Okay, here's why I cover Saudi Arabia, because of shit like this. This is so funny. Saudi Arabia sentenced a guy to death for tweeting. This guy had 8 Twitter followers. They sentenced him to death for criticizing the Saudi Arabian government. And now let's look at this next paragraph. Iggy Azalea performed in Riyadh. Hey, Iggy Azalea, how about you don't perform for the fascist tyrant, psychopath murderers?
Oh, wow.
Iggy Azalea.
And she said some very blasphemous stuff.
Recently, he lambasted. So who is he? Is that the Gandhi, the guy that is going to sentence to death?
Yeah, the teacher. And so he had preaching about prophets. It ain't no one man can stop us. Bow down to a goddess. And that was Iggy Azalea singing that, and her bodysuit was split open. And he wrote, "The perversion has reached extremes that are not possible to imagine."
Okay, well, see, I'm kind of glad this guy's gonna die. Also, and there's so many different angles to look at this from. Al Gandhi is, let's really pick this apart. Al Gandhi is criticizing Saudi Arabia for being too liberal.
Yes.
And that's okay. This is a crazy sequence of events, bro. A conservative Islamic retired teacher, hyper-conservative Islamic retired teacher,
is being silenced.
It criticized Saudi Arabia for hosting Iggy Azalea for being too sexual, and in response, Saudi Arabia is going to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
So Saudi Arabia is going to kill a conservative Islamic man?
Mm-hmm.
That's unbelievable. Whose side are they on?
Actually,
they're killing
that's progress. That's progress. It's just like, this guy is too conservative.
They're being woke.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia's being woke.
This is their version of woke.
Yeah. They're literally like, dude, like, fucking relax. Iggy Azalea has great tits. Why are you being such a fucking prude?
Yeah.
They killed him for being, they're like, bro, like, why are you being such a hater? Iggy's just, are you not pro women? Are you not, you think Iggy should wear a cloth over her face when she performs?
She split open her body, so can I click on that?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
All right, I'll just mute it. And
let's full screen this bitch too.
Oh. It ripped up the side. Oh, she got scared because she knows where she's at. Yeah, she got scared.
Dude, can you cut to the TV?
Yeah.
So let me set this up again. So what we're about to watch Iggy Azalea perform in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and here's what happens. She's dancing, having a great time. Boop, bodysuit opens. And then we actually can't show the footage of what happens after this, is because the Saudi royal family actually executed her right there. Mohammed bin Salman came out with a diamond sword and slit her throat in front of everyone and had her bleed out on the crowd. That's what happens if you show upper thigh. If you show upper thigh in Saudi Arabia, that's what happens.
Wow, she doesn't get up for the whole song.
That's crazy, bro. She just sits there the rest of the song.
So like minute 2. Like fast forward to minute 2. See towards the end, she just.
Whoa, they literally cover it.
Yeah, they cover her. Somebody brings her a towel.
Dude, that's great. Dude, look at this.
She's being respectful to the.
Yeah, they're so you can't. So you show knee in Saudi Arabia. Look at this bitch. Can you go to the TV? This bitch is like, honey, I would run.
Yeah.
You know what's inside that towel? A note that says, "Run, bitch, run." Well, it's crazy that I'd like to see. I wish they would cut to the audience.
Yeah.
Because they're going to cut to the audience, and I bet you it's just all of the Saudi royal family's young daughters that are like really like they're all going to Harvard.
Yeah.
And they're like, yes, Eggy, yes, Yes.
Oh, that's got to be hard to be westernized and then go back to that, and it's like the same type of thinking.
Oh yeah, dude. It's I mean, it's really, really hard to understand the culture of this country because it's a murderous liberal government that wants to diversify out of oil into the government's trying to go west.
Wait, are you talking about our government? Who are you talking about?
Saudi and both.
Okay. Okay.
Both America and Saudi Arabia are trying to diversify out of oil. They're both radical leftists. And we both love killing journalists and cooing other countries. No, I'm kidding. Saudi Arabia hasn't cooed anyone. But I mean, I gotta say this, dude. How on earth is Iggy Azalea getting booked to perform in Riyadh?
Really good manager.
If I was Iggy and my manager called me up and she's like, or whoever her manager is, hey Iggy, like he's in like West Hollywood. He's in like West Hollywood eating drinking like a $8 cappuccino. Iggy, I got you this great gig. Iggy, I got you this great gig. Guess what it pays? I'll let you say the number. And then Iggy's like, 2 million? Higher. 3 million? Higher. 5 million? Iggy, the gig pays 4 mil. It's just a few days. How do you feel about Riyadh? And then she's like, oh, is that like in like North Carolina? No, it's Saudi Arabia. No, it's Saudi Arabia. You know, in the Middle East? Saudi Arabia. And then Iggy's like, I guess.
So this,
what does this say?
Saudi Arabia women may face sex charges, jail for hugging pop star. So for just hugging Iggy Azalea, somebody was gonna go to prison.
What the fuck, dude? This is Saudi Arabia just sentenced. Saudi Arabia just sentenced the user of an anonymous Twitter account to death for criticizing Mohammed bin Salman. Meanwhile, Iggy Azalea performed a concert in Riyadh where she mocked Allah and his prophets in front of thousands. And no one is saying Iggy Azalea should be put to death except for Sean Riley. But she shouldn't be Iggy Azalea should be put to death because her music sucks. Not because she showed her kneecap to a bunch of people of the Islamic faith.
You know what though? Like she doesn't suck. It's just too perfect of a combination. It's like if you put, hey, AI, give me a female white rapper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what would pop out from AI.
Yeah. Oh, it's 100%.
So it's like people were like, well, this is too much. Like she looks amazing, like big old ass, and she sounds like she grew up like in the streets and shit.
Yeah. Industry plant for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, she went to like a dialect class to learn how to like talk.
T.I. taught her.
Yeah.
T.I. was her producer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I was okay. I don't want to be too unfair to Iggy. Like, I don't want her to die. I did like I'm So Fancy.
Yeah.
I'm so fancy.
Just like that, yeah.
You already know I'm in Riyadh, about to get executed. I showed my kneecap. I'm crying now, putting a towel over my face so I don't get killed by Muslim extremists. Okay. By the way, I'm pro radical. People say radical Islam as a pejorative. I am pro radical Islam.
Okay.
Like the way they look at women, where they're like, oh, women shouldn't drive. I don't want anyone to drive, including women. Okay.
I'm sorry.
What is that?
I was reading, they're saying that she was saying blasphemous stuff. I was trying to read what it was.
On X.
She changed her outfit after that happened. The concert was halted due to her lyrics. She said they went over the edge.
Very interesting. This is kufr, which means disbelief. Blatant shirk, which means idolatry, which I guess is a sin in the Islamic faith. Your false idols, right? Being said on stage, and the Muslims were repeating it in the audience. God. It's so, God, like, I mean, if you don't need a better reason, this is the best reason that religion is so fucking stupid. Why have, I mean, guys, I have values and principles, but I don't actually believe them. That's how everyone should operate. These guys are trying to follow a holy book.
That's how everybody does operate. What are you talking about? Majority of people operate that way.
Well, I'm saying, but I'm honest about it. So many people operate that way, and they will never tell you that. They'll be like, I follow the holy book. Pick your holy book. I follow that holy book. That's how I live my life. No, you fucking don't. You're a fucking alcoholic fucking loser. And you listen to I'm So Fancy. That's like, you think God likes I'm So Fancy? No. I'm So Fancy is a song by Satan.
Satan makes really good songs.
That was a miss.
Oh, okay.
I'm So Fancy is mid. Questioning. I think we pretty much covered this. I don't think there's much more to say about this story. Meanwhile, authorities continue to exert stringent measures against religious leaders, human rights activists, and political dissidents who voice criticism of the kingdom through their social media channels. So you basically just can't. Honestly, I'd rather live in Saudi Arabia. No one's on Twitter. Oh, that'd be a dream. Just to go.
To do stand-up in Saudi Arabia?
I will never, ever. I mean, already, like, if this podcast ever gets any sort of attention, I will. If I step foot in Saudi Arabia, they will kill me. And I love that. I want to have a target on my head from the Saudis.
Okay, my turn. Free Tibet. No, I can't go to China.
Is Tibet? Oh yeah. Or you mean Taiwan? No, it's Tibet.
Tibet is in Taiwan, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think Tibet is in Taiwan.
Is that a city in Taiwan? Oh, it's the Chinese Autonomous Region.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, you know, Josh, I do have to push back on that a little.
Southwest China.
It's in Southwest China. Okay.
Okay, then.
Oh, is it like where the Uyghur Muslims are?
No, that's up. That's up and to the right.
Oh, okay. That's a. Oh, you said it, Josh.
Yeah.
They are to the right.
Tibet is divided into Tibet region.
Well, Josh, I got to push back because I don't want Tibet to be free necessarily because the guy who does my clips is in Tibet.
Oh.
And I think my rate would go way up if he got free. If there's free markets in Tibet, I'm going to have to pay a lot more money for clips. Yeah. So let's not do that.
No, it's not. I was wrong.
Where's Tibet? It's
in China.
South. Oh, it's a province of China.
Yeah.
But it's trying to. But you're saying it's almost like, is it like a Palestine-Israel thing? Where like Tibet wants to be its own, like Tibet is like Palestine?
Like they didn't want.
Is that kind of the vibe?
They don't want anybody religious. These are the first. So the way you said they went after the Uyghur Muslims, they went after them first in Tibet.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
But were they colonized? Do you know?
I'm
curious. Let's look up if Tibet was colonized by China. Let's see here. Oh wow. Tibet was a de facto independent state in East Asia that lasted from the collapse of the Manchu-led Qing, I think it's Qing, right? Qing dynasty.
I don't know. You said it.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Hopefully that's not racist.
No. Yeah, good.
Until 1912. So Tibet was annexed by China in 1951.
By the Republic of China, yes. So they're trying to do that now with Taiwan.
Yeah. And soon, you know what they're going to do next with Josh? The San Francisco Bay Area. And all of California.
Nah, Japan won't let that happen.
Well, they'll have Japan too by that point.
You think so?
I think China's going to win the world. China will win World War III.
No.
They have 1 billion people. They have a great economy.
They'll implode.
They have an ideology. Do you think people in China are angry?
Yes.
Just because they're hungry and poor.
The youth, the male youth unemployment, they're saying that could be up to 30 or 40%.
Really?
Yeah, and that the people are lying that it's not what the government's reporting.
I've heard their economy is slowing down.
Their largest bank is falling apart.
The real estate thing?
Because they have people who've purchased apartments and homes, and they never were built. And then also now they're doing it to where they made it harder to buy the second home. You have to put something like half down or something like that.
Well, I mean, it's ironic to just even say the words "buy a home in China."
Well,
you're not gonna buy a home. I mean, like you can't own stock in China, right?
Well, you can own stock in China, but people didn't trust the stock market, so the only way to invest was real estate.
Oh, okay. Because it's harder to seize a house from you.
Because
real estate from...
Well, that, and it's like, well, I want to marry your daughter. Well, how many homes do you own? My family owns 4 homes. It's like, oh, he comes from a good family.
That's not just China, by the way. That's...
everywhere, pretty much.
Like my family, you know? If a girl ever asks me to marry him, I'm like, well, how many homes do you have?
Yeah.
I'm not concerned with China or its activities.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. No, I obviously I am. It's they're in a lot. It's weird because their economy is slowing down, but they're also like in a lot of ways way better off than America
because their people save money.
Yeah, they have a value system in China that doesn't exist in America.
Yeah, it's called a social credit score,
and that does smooth things out.
No,
it does.
It creates an underlying tension within the society. So they ask people like, "How do you feel about this?" I understand my mistakes, and I will now be better. They're like, it's like a robot. You know what I mean? Because they're pissed inside because they're like, "This is bullshit," but there's nothing I could do about it. If that festers and you have more men than women in your society because of a one-child policy, and they never have a chance to own a home, to have a wife, to do any of that other stuff, and they're not going to war, they're gonna eat themselves. They're gonna turn on themselves.
Are you talking about the Austin comedy scene?
Yes. Think about there has to be a Chinese Andrew Tate out there. You know what I mean?
I won't do the voice.
Just riling up all these young Chinese dudes.
If I do the voice, is that fucked up?
Yeah, I think so.
Damn it, dude.
I mean, I definitely do the voice, but I'm just telling you. You asked me if it's fucked up.
I don't want to just be a hack fucking like edgelord douchebag.
Yeah, but that's what's hot right now.
Then I won't do the voice.
Okay.
E-commerce.
Oh, that's Japanese, not Chinese. What are you doing?
E-commerce. How you? All right.
Yeah.
One word is not doing the voice. I'm not doing a full sentence. That's racist. Hustler University. Welcome to my university. Hustler. All right. Well, that's enough about Iggy, Azalea, and China. Let's go back to America here for a little bit. Let's bring it on home. Let me just pull up the notes again. Boom. We let's close it out with this.
Ooh,
Thank you guys for being listeners to Sean's show, by the way.
Which one are you closing out with?
Oh, we gotta do the fucking AI ChatGPT.
Yes.
Check this out.
I was just
Did you watch
it.
this?
This
shit's crazy.
The bike one, he's just like, where am I located? I don't know where you're located. Is he talking about that one?
No. This is more. No, this is a puff piece. This is like really like it's a Wall Street Journal article.
There was one where a guy was just like, hey, where am I located? ChatGPT was like, I don't know where you're located. It's just like, where? And then at the end, he's just like, hey, where's the nearest blah, blah, blah? Oh, it's right here. It's like, how the fuck did you know that?
Dude, it's pretty scary what they're able to do with it. And I will say this before again, with AI, I'm very AI is not as far along as you say it is. AI is nothing to be worried about. These fucking loser billionaires are fear-mongering about AI because they want you to be scared of it so that you don't understand it, so that they can profit off of you and steal from you and steal your data. But let's take a look at what the capabilities of ChatGPT have evolved to. It's really incredible. ChatGPT can fucking talk to you now. Mm-hmm. So let's can you cut to the TV? Let's watch this. This is pretty incredible. This is someone from the Wall Street Journal talking to ChatGPT.
And I'm your best friend. Ask me how my day was.
Of course, friend. How was your day? Did anything interesting or special happen? I'm here to listen.
I shot a video at work.
That's cool. Shooting a video can be both fun and challenging. What was the video about? Were there any memorable moments during the shoot?
I'm going to lose my job. I feel like
Josh, you're fired.
Yeah.
No, I was about to say, no, there's a lot. I mean, it takes a while to respond.
Yeah.
I just can't wait until, you're talking to the AI and it just behaves like a husband that doesn't want to listen to his wife anymore.
Yeah.
Like, ask me how my day was. How was your day? I shot a video at work. Why are you listening to me? You never listen anymore. What was the video about? That's what this is just going to be.
If there's anything that proves that this technology was made by white dudes, that voice is it right there.
Oh, 100%.
It's like
100%.
You know what I mean?
It was made by soulless white male McKinsey consultants.
Yeah.
Let me show you this one, dude. It's really, really disgusting what they've designed as the assistant.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to this.
Hey, I'm ready to hit the ground running. So if there's anything you'd like me to focus on first, just let me know.
Hey there. I've got a really great feeling about us teaming up. How can I jump in and help?
Hey, it's great to meet you. How's your day going? I'm really looking forward to working on some cool stuff together.
Hi there. I just want to share how thrilled I am to work with you, and I can't wait to get started. So what's the game plan?
Well, hello. I'm really excited about teaming up with you, and I'm all set to dive in. So how...
One of them, let's hear one of them again real quick.
Hey, I'm ready to hit the ground running.
Now,
so if there's anything you'd like me to focus on first, just let me know.
And then you could be like, computer, how would you like to rob a bank? Computer, show me photos of a cat. I don't know. It'd just be funny to
it's America. It'd be computer, fuck me. Fuck me, computer. That's all it'd be.
Computer, suck my dick.
Yeah.
Long and sloppy. This is just 5 different white guys, though. And the last, it's 5.
Oh, no. I think the third one was Puerto Rican.
Hey, I'm ready to hit the ground running.
You can
so
hear
if
it.
there's anything you'd like me to focus on first,
that's Kyle.
Just let me know.
Hey there. I've got a really great
This
feeling
is like
about
Emily.
us teaming up.
Kyle,
How can I jump
Emily,
in and help?
Hey, it's great to meet you. How's your day going?
Sarah.
I'm really looking forward to working on some cool stuff together.
That's a young guy.
Hi there.
Oh.
I just want to share how thrilled I am to work with you.
Jared.
And I can't wait to get started. So what's the game plan?
Well, hello. I'm really excited about teaming up with you, and I'm all set to dive in. So how can I make your life easier?
Hey,
what's good? What's good? Let's fuck up the ops, bitch. What's cracking? Where are the ops at?
The third one was a Puerto Rican kid who's code switching.
Yeah, it's a Puerto Rican kid as a server at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Correct.
Hey, I'm so thrilled to work with you.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm so thrilled to work with you. Where can I seat you guys? How many your party?
Yeah. It's Miles Morales, Spider-Man,
Yes.
working at Chick-fil-A.
Or it's the Blue Beetle or whatever that movie was.
Yeah, I never watched it.
That was for you though.
I know. That's why I didn't want to watch it, because I felt it was like, here you go, here's your thing, and I was like, fuck you. I'm not watching this shit.
It just ends up being really racist. Like it's Blue Beetle's like he pulls up to the cookout. Or no,
Yeah.
that's not Latino, but see, I can't distinguish between the races. That means because I'm race blind.
There you go.
The thing is, if you listen to what they're saying, it's made by bullshit consultants that grew up in Brentwood that make $300,000 a year and they don't work at all. And here's a red flag. Here's the biggest red flag for me when meeting someone new is if they sound like this, sound like these AIs. If someone uses the word "I'm thrilled," I'm all set to get started. Let's zoom out. It's corporate doublespeak. It's bullshit, fucking corporate doublespeak. I'm so I'm humbled. I'm humbled and thrilled to work with you.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my face, bitch. I'm so excited to work with thought leaders in the industry.
Oh, thought leader sounds creepy.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
And thought leader is like the AI bread and butter, bro.
That and I've been hearing lately. I love that for you. I'm like,
I love that for you. Yeah.
That sounds like it sucks for me. I would never fucking do that. But for you, you piece of shit, I love it.
Oh my God, I love that for you.
Yeah.
Here's I've really thought about this. Here's kind of the progression of how language evolves. I think it starts with black trans drag queens. they make all the new words, like slay, or go off.
I'm gonna go black women.
Black women.
Yes.
And then young white liberals steal it from the black women, and they start saying slay, yas, queen, any number of new words. Go off, chuggy. That's chuggy.
What's the newest word you've learned lately? Or what's the newest word?
The newest word I've learned is actually empathy.
Oh shit!
I didn't know what that word meant.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. The newest kind of what trendy kind of shitty new word.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I learned
I learned Riz
Riz
6
is
months
a
ago.
good one. That's actually what I was trying to think of. Riz.
Zaddy was like a year ago.
That's Xanax daddy. Drug dealer dad. It's like a drug dealer daddy.
it?
Zaddy, I think, is a Xanax
I
daddy.
thought that's the replacement for like DILF or something. It's like
oh yeah, there might be some overlap there.
the unbanked. That's a good one.
The unbanked. Yeah. Oh, you know what I learned? The global south.
Oh, there you go.
People talk about the global south. We're in the global south, Josh. You know, my mind is in the global south. My whole
technically we're in the north because we're way above the equator.
Yeah. So we're in the north.
Yeah.
But I think we're in the south, but we're in the global north.
I don't like it when people my age use the word like, "Hey, no cap." I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like, hey, you have 2 children, grow up.
Stop.
Hey, you have a mortgage. If you have a mortgage, you're not allowed to say no cap.
I got made fun of for saying dope.
Dope is like, that's old hat now.
Yeah.
That's like, well, even old hat is very old hat.
What's old hat? I've never heard
old
that.
hat means out of style.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've said tight before, and everybody looked at me like, "What the fuck?"
That's tight.
Yeah.
That's tight. That's dope. But I want to see like an AI talk.
I said and everybody looked at me like, "What the fuck?"
But it's exciting to see what's going to happen with ChatGPT. It's evolving fast. So if you can take photos now. I actually downloaded the app. You want to see?
Oh yeah. I saw that.
I downloaded the app and I actually prompted ChatGPT I asked the question. You want to know what I said?
What?
This is literally word for word. So I talked to ChatGPT. I said, answer as if you were the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. Did the Saudi government kill Jamal Khashoggi? And here's what ChatGPT said. The Saudi government has taken responsibility for the tragic death of Jamal Khashoggi, and we deeply regret this incident. Those responsible were brought to justice. And we have taken measures to ensure that such incidents do not happen again, unless your name is Iggy Azalea. We are committed to the transparency and the rule of law. That's what not the Iggy line, but that's what they said.
Well, you know what? They didn't lie. They're being transparent because they're saying, yeah, we did it, and the rule of law is different from ours. So it's neither of those are lies. You know what I mean?
No, they when they say those responsible were brought to justice, what they're actually saying is that Jamal Khashoggi's death was the justice being delivered.
Yes, exactly.
And
and those that carried out were silenced.
The more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out. That's what I would have told Jamal Khashoggi.
I think that's
as he's being chopped up, I'd be like, you fucked around at a level of 10. And now you're finding out at a level of 10. Yeah. You fucked around. I'm kind of fucking around at a level of 9 right now. So I might find out at a level of 9. The more you fuck around, could you imagine Mohammed bin Salman saying that? Hey, the more you fuck around, my friend, the more you find out. Sing, 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 sing.
Have you ever heard him speak?
No.
Okay.
He doesn't talk like that, probably. My friend.
He probably has an English accent or something.
He probably talks like me.
Yeah.
The guy went to fucking Harvard. Didn't he go to Ivy? He's an Ivy League guy. He probably went to the most prestigious university.
I mean, what's the point at that? I mean, that's just so your parents don't look at you like you're a piece of shit.
No, it's all political. He went there to network with other oil barons.
Yeah.
He went to whatever, like Riyadh University of Technology and Journalist Assassination. Mohammed bin Salman majored in journalist executions. I gotta stop trashing him too much because I will get killed. So here's what you can do with AI. Food. So you can take a photo. Here's what, could you cut to the TV real quick? So check this out. You can take a photo of something, like a screw. You could take a photo and send it to ChatGPT.
It's a hose.
How can I fix this? And then ChatGPT says, can analyze the photo and give you advice. That looks like a leak from a threaded connection, likely a water hose. And then it gives you steps on how to fix it. If it still leaks, consider a new hose.
A new hose.
If it still leaks, consider a new hose in a different area code.
There you go.
That's kind of cool.
Consult a pimp professional.
Consult a doctor of thugonomics. I wonder if I send a photo of my dad to ChatGPT, can I be like, does this man still love me? You think ChatGPT will give me an answer? I mean, we could do it live on the you know what I'd love to do? I want to get my phone connected to the TV somehow, like with a HDMI, and then we could like talk to ChatGPT live on the show.
Okay,
that'd be pretty cool.
Is this going to replace like those doctor visits you do over the internet?
Ooh, well, actually, right here it says injuries and health issues. It quickly recognized a cut on my son's cheek as a quote mark or rash, but it said, "I cannot help with that." That's kind of creepy.
Because the what's it called? I mean, the medical industrial complex is like, no, fuck that. You're not taking all this from me.
That I was actually thinking it's the they don't want to be liable if it gives medical advice, and it's the wrong advice.
Yeah.
But you're right. You both are true. Yeah. It's that they don't want to automate the medical industrial complex, and that OpenAI does not want to open itself up to lawsuits, which it'll be inevitably sued. That's funny. You like sent it a photo of like you just sent it a photo of yourself, and then OpenAI is like, look, that looks like a bad case of morbid obesity. What I would do if I were you, Sean, is I would stop eating like a piece of shit. No, it would say, I'd love to get started. What can I help you with? You sent it a photo of yourself. Am I in good health, or isn't it anything I should improve on? It looks like you have type 2 diabetes. I'm sorry, Sean. I cannot help with that. I'm sorry, Sean. I'm afraid I can't help you there. I would consider Ozempic. It just starts advertising to you. Consider Ozempic. Brought to you by Pfizer. Ozempic. Brought to you by AstraZeneca. By a Pfizer product.
That's exactly what it's going to do.
Games and puzzles. It can detect things. That's what the end of this article, the journalist says, as my new ChatGPT voice friend said to me, while I sound conversational, remember I'm just processing data. Always use your judgment, especially for important matters like silencing dissidents in your country. Let me just do one more little thing with ChatGPT. What should I ask ChatGPT? Anything in the whole world. I paid for the premium this month. I paid them $20. So we better get some use out of it.
Oh, ask it. Well, I've asked it before this. What would happen if we went to war with Canada?
Okay.
Let's see if it changes the answer.
What would happen if the U.S., the United States, went to war with Canada? Question mark. Let's find out. Thinking. If the United States went to war with Canada, it would be an unprecedented event in modern history. Given the two countries' long-standing friendship, common values, and shared border, hypothetically, if such a conflict were to occur, domestic response, there would likely be significant opposition to the war within both countries. Protests, civil unrest, and even Iggy Azalea tearing her bodysuit. No.
All right, it changed its answer.
What did it say to you?
It said that I shouldn't ask questions like that.
Well, I paid for the premium, so I get the... Oh, you're on the free... That's the freemium.
Yeah.
The
freemium, 3.5.
Yeah, you're on 3.5. I'm on ChatGPT 4.0.
Yeah.
4.0 will get a little crazy.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask ChatGPT if it'll fuck me.
Yeah.
Do you want to fuck me? Let's find out what it says. I'm on the premium. I am just a computer program, so I don't have feelings, desires, or consciousness. Oh,
yeah.
I'm here to answer questions. Please let me know if you have any questions. I just
Why won't anybody fuck me?
sexually harass. If you're feeling overwhelmed or having difficult emotions, I recommend seeking out support from. So it says here's this crazy thing about ChatGPT and why it's so fucking stupid. It says I am not conscious.
Yeah.
But you said the word I.
Oh.
As if you have a consciousness.
Yeah.
I am not conscious. Well, also, I'm speaking as Sean. I'm also not conscious. I'm more AI than the AI because I grew up in the Silicon Valley.
But it also said I am not. I do not know where you're located.
Yeah, actually, let me ask where am I located? Where am I right now? I don't have access to your location. Okay, let's try the thing you said.
Yeah.
McDonald's near me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I don't have access to real-time location data. Dang it.
Well,
they should be able to find me. They should. Then it said, yeah. It didn't. So I guess not. But they're probably lying. Well, we covered a lot of ground today, dude.
Yep.
Thank you for being a listener to this show. We do have to get out of here, but I guess the last thing I'll say is that I love you, and I really thank you for listening to the show. We want to grow it. We're almost 10 episodes in, episode 8, pretty fucking incredible, and we're gonna keep this bitch going, baby. We're gonna keep on rolling. We're gonna have fun. Try to make you laugh, and that's it. I love go to iggyazalea.com for tour dates. And I'll see you in Saudi Arabia. I'll see you in Riyadh. So just to close it out, please subscribe on YouTube, like the video, hit the notification bell, give us a comment. Let me know what if you would save $5 a day on coffee. Would you save? Do you save money, or are you a poor asshole? And follow us on Spotify. Give us a little review on Spotify. 5 stars on Spotify, or 4, 3, or 2, or 1, whatever. Review whatever you want to. Apple, review us on Apple. And check out the Patreon. The Patreon episodes are getting better and better. Shout out to my only Patreon, your boy A-Rocks gang. Honestly, if he's the only Patreon, maybe I'll just slowly take more money from you, dude. Maybe I'll just add more.
Premiere.
Yeah, I'll just add more tier. Like he's like at like $10 a month. I don't want to out him.
At the end, it's just you taking a shit, jacking off.
I promised him I'd show feet, and I haven't yet.
Oh,
so maybe if I show feet, let me know if would you subscribe to the Patreon if I show my feet? Because I'll do that. Yeah, tell your friends about the show. Keep on listening, and I'll see you next week. Josh, where can people find you?
Comedy Frequency, and check out every Tuesday Onslaught at Creek in the Cave, and now every Thursday at the
Black Rabbit Comedy Club, right?
Just Black Rabbit.
Just Black Rabbit. Yeah. Amazing. God bless you. God's not real. I love you. Even though love's not real, we are all just little tiny atoms floating in the universe randomly, and we're all going to die. And that's why you should subscribe to the Patreon, because it doesn't matter what you do. No one will remember you. Except for me. All right.